Yizzo, what's going on, everybody? It's Saturday. It's Saturday. I'm exhausted. I don't really know why. I slept pretty well. I probably got my 7 hours, but fucking exhausted today. What it do? Baller, what it do? What it is? Look, I can't even put comments up on the screen, motherfucker. Oh. Dave, Bobby Berberian, Sally, Balla, War, Jesse Roth, Melody King, Michael Hensley, we love you too. Chris Capello, what's up, bro? My man Chris sent me $40 yesterday. I didn't get to shout him out for it. Thank you very much for that, my man. Appreciate you. BTF Phoenix, hello. What else we got? OC, what up? All right, guys. We've been on a roll for a few days. Fagan Susan Parker. Good morning, FPS. Good morning. Why do I feel like I know you, or I've seen this name before. You're a good guy or a bad guy? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Anyway, guys, I went to the skate park today. Froze my balls off for 40 minutes. That's all I could do. 29-degree weather with wind. I can't breathe when I'm out in that type of cold and I'm being real active like that. I can't breathe. It really. I was told that a long time ago, like, be careful about being out in the extreme heat or the extreme cold because it's going to be hard for you to breathe because of the heart failure. Yeah, today was very hard for me to breathe. Very hard. I couldn't do a whole lot. I had to put the gator thing on, you know, with the full head thing, so it was blocking my mouth and my nose and shit. It's friggin' cold out there. It is, man. It's cold as fuck. I hate it. I can't wait until summer. I don't want to live here anymore. I don't want to live anywhere where there's 4 seasons. I just want it to be summer year round. So for all you Florida people, I love you, but you motherfuckers. That's all I can say. You motherfuckers. Anyway, guys. I'm trying to even remember what we've been talking about. Oh, yeah, the taxes and stuff. I'm done with that. Are you or? You should be. We all should be. South or west, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to talk about taxes no more. Tony Pizza, I don't know the subject. Unless he's done some new shit. Might be played out for a little while. Might be time to talk about something else. You know, we can go with Tony for a few days, but he gets old. Did he do anything new that I should know about? Did he say anything crazy? Was he, best friends with Mussolini or some shit? Were him and Hitler bowling buddies or anything? Did he say anything like that? Sally, you ain't kidding. It's been time. Did I already respond to that? I don't know. Yeah, not fun if you're not breathing. It's kind of important to be able to breathe. Yeah, breathing is necessary. Melody, breathing is overrated. Man. I could right now just pack my shit and get in the car and just move to Florida. Of course, then I wouldn't have my Shanna. And then what? I wouldn't be able to live without her. So, can't do it. Just got to wait. Do you listen to Sean Ryan? If so, what do you think about the email from the Tesla car explosion? You know what's funny about BTF? Funny about that, BTF? I was just listening to a whole podcast about it, and I don't think I caught a single word. At least I don't remember anything. What did he say? I know he had some sort of manifesto or something. What did he say? I don't remember. Pizza has turned his attention back to sugar. Smart move, Pizza. You got a better chance against him. Sugar is, what was I thinking about with this fruit earlier? Oh, somebody in my comments said that sugar has been talking about, bragging about, I don't know, whatever, that he got wasted on New Year's Eve. Is that correct? Congrats on that fucking 17 years clean and sober, bro. You're doing a bang up job. Oh my God. And he'll argue with me about shit like this. This fucking guy has said, FPS, you know nothing about recovery. What do you mean? I know the main thing you need to know. When in recovery, don't use drugs or alcohol. And I've been pretty good at following that rule. That's the main part of recovery. Staying clean and sober. If you don't get that part right, nothing else really counts. You could go to AA meetings 13 times a day. And if you go to the bar after the last meeting or between meetings or before meetings, doesn't count. The first rule of Fight Club, no, I'm kidding. The first rule of recovery is stay clean and sober. And if you are not, don't say you're in recovery. For fuck's sake. That's my rule. And I'm FBS, so to fuck. Whose opinion is more important than mine? Honestly. What was this? Okay. Too much info. I don't know what I think, but there's a drone connection. Really? What? I saw some old video of him. I'm not sure if it's really him. They said it was him and his girlfriend. They were at an airport, I think, waiting on a flight. I think it was from a long time ago. Did you guys see that? I don't know if you saw that, but if that's the guy, I must say he does look like he kind of sort of had a screw loose. I will say that. I guess those Tesla cars aren't bomb-proof, are they? The Tesla truck, whatever, the Cyber truck, they're not too bomb-proof after all, huh? Fucking Elon, asshole. Remember when they were testing out the fucking... what was it? They were seeing if they could put dents in it, or they were trying to break a window or something. And the window just shattered like that. It was like, oh, oops. I put a huge dent in the side of the car when they threw like a brick at it or something. Yeah. Great job, dickhead. Great job, President Musk. Great. Happy New Year. Get smashed to celebrate recovery. Yeah, I've never heard of that, but apparently people do that. And then what really pisses me off is the other people. You know what I mean? That co-sign this shit. You know, that fucking back him up. And they're like, oh, yeah, he's been clean for 17 years. Has he? Okay. Then you just change the definition of the word clean, too. You know, because they've changed the definition of so many words on MobTube. Rat has no meaning any fucking more. A ton of words. When it comes to me, entire phrases, sentences, paragraphs have no fucking meaning anymore because they just, you know, manipulate shit to make it look or sound like whatever they want it to look or sound like. You know, my words, I could say anything, and they'll be like, see what he said? They'll take it completely out of context, edit it, put it in a video, make it seem like I said something I didn't. So, I mean, why not fuck with clean and sober too, right? You've changed everything else to fit your narrative. So if your narrative is that Suge is clean and sober, you'll just say it. You know, you'll just say it. And then somehow that phrase has no meaning anymore. Fuck off. There's people that work hard to stay clean and sober. Cocksucking weirdos. I assume being in recovery means sober. My sober friends generally are sober and don't get fucked up. Yes, that's why they're your sober friends. Yeah, absolutely. Without the sober part, you know what I mean? The rest isn't really important. 12 steps where? To the bar? What's the point of doing any of it? He was in a reality show 12 years ago, military-like boot camp challenges he won with his teammate. Oh, really? It's so funny because I'll even show you. Let me go in my history. Let me go in my fucking history here. Okay, it'd be nice if I could make that go away. All right, let me see. Look. Right there. See that one? That's in my history. It's from a little while ago. Shocking new details on Tesla bombing, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't listen to it. Look, maybe I changed it. Maybe I did. It's only partially watched, like the first 30 seconds. Whatever. Your thoughts on shut skate decks? I've never even heard of them, Blue-Eyed Devilish. You got to realize I'm an old school skater. I don't know anything about this new shit. Sally, $5, dickhead. Did I shout that one out already? I don't know. Thank you, Sally. My first thought of the Tesla truck explosion was the batteries. Turns out it was a homegrown suicide bomber. Yeah, they said it was a bunch of fireworks or something, wasn't it? It must be like MRE's type of fireworks. I was on the reality show with Tim Kennedy. I don't know who Tim Kennedy is. BTF Phoenix gifted one Fat Bald-Sicilian membership. Thank you, BTF. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Yeah, war. Guys, no bullshit. Like, I got to get donations today. I don't know what else to tell you. What do you want me to do? I got to dance, sing? What do I got to do? It's been like the last 3 days, which will be the first 3 days of this month. I probably made like I said, it's probably around $100 after YouTube takes their cut and everything. So I'm going to lose my mind if I don't make some donations. And then I'm going to have to go find a new way to make a living. There's a secret half step. Makes it 12.5 steps. Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. Now I understand. Wait, what did Dave say? What do you mean, congratulations? What? Dave, congratulations. I'm looking for Dave. I don't see Dave anywhere. What does that mean, Dave, congratulations? There's no Dave here. Oh, Dave got the membership. Oh, it's like, what happened? I didn't know. All right. Thank you for explaining. If it was terrorism, he didn't place the explosives correctly. Well, I mean, what was it? Like, just symbolic? Because it's not like Trump was there, right? I mean, it was Trump International in Vegas. So, I mean, what was the point? I'll listen to this then. This shit is titled, well, on the thumbnail it says his manifesto. Shocking new detail. That explains why I don't remember it, huh? I must have switched videos before I got in the shower. Dance and sing should do it. Jesus. If I have to, Michael, what can I say? I mean, Jesus, fuck. Or just let me know, guys. Like, hey, Chris, there's no donations. Go out and DoorDash, and I'll just go DoorDash. Don't let me waste any time, please. Please, I'm begging you. There's not enough of it. I need to make some money, whether it's delivering food or doing a fucking show. Thank you. I got a free membership. I've been trying to buy one. It doesn't let me, but now I don't have to. Awesome, Dave. Glad you got it. He left a suicide note. He explains his motives. Is there any possible chance that you'll tell me what his motives were? Any of you guys? So I could just, maybe talk about it a little bit? Or are you going to make me watch this goddamn video and come back? I don't think that would get me any money. I think that would just get me, laughed off the internet, Jesse. I'm assuming. Hey, did you hear Pizza is considered a serial killer because he used to hang out with a lot of serial killers? Was Captain Chaos one of them? And I was friends with Captain Chaos. He was a serial killer. Why not? It's been everything else. PTSD, supposedly. Oh. Terrorism has to have a political component to qualify. And this didn't? How are they charging Luigi with terrorism then? How? I mean, I guess it's a political issue, but I don't know. Just been trying to open this water for a while, that's all. Come on, guys. Fill me in. What was it? All right. Should I just look it up? What was the Cybertruck bombers' motives? I need help. Nobody's answering me. Mystery continues. Cybertruck bomber left a note about attack motive. Okay, yeah. I'm going to have to read an article of some sort. Fuck it. I give up. Guys, let me down again. Taftwood. What's up, bro? No, I just started the show. It might be the end in a few minutes, though. No offense to anybody, but I'll probably end the show if I'm not making money because seriously, I'll just go do something to make money. I can't do this. This is 4 days in a row. Can't have it. So, baller, $5. A Tesla has nothing on a Dodge Neon. Oh, yeah, that's right. According to Real Talk, you drive a Dodge Neon. I remember. It's so funny how things happen and then we just forget about them. Like the whole rap battle thing. It's like 2 days in a row. The whole thing took place, and then the next day it's like never even happened. Baller, though, no matter what anybody says about your rapping abilities, you won by a lot. You slaughtered him. You slaughtered him with those assassination bars. Shit, what's that? Bobby Barbarian, $10. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Always comes through for me. BTF Phoenix, Sean and his guest who got the manifesto email think the guy might have faked his own death. What are they, fucking bots? What are these conspiracy theorist assholes? Who's Sean? You said earlier in the chat somewhere. I never heard of him, but. Oh, shit. That's not good. Somebody just messaged me and said, if you want the inside scoop on why Michael L. blew up the Tesla and did it in front of the Trump Hotel, you have come to the right place at the wrong time, and I won't finish the rest. But I hope you're okay. And yes, I would like you want to. I hope you feel better. First of all, would you like to message some of it to me? Can you speak? You could send a voice message. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're sick, buddy. That sucks. Everybody's sick. Miss Can't Be Wrong is sick. It makes me sad. I want everybody to feel better. I think I'm sick, but I just don't know with what. My throat's killing me all fucking day. My head the last few days is hurting. I got like pressure in my neck. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. I know what it is. It's not enough skateboarding. That's the problem. I talked to a friend last night, by the way, after we did the show. Was that yesterday we talked about the skate park? I talked to one of the guys I skate with, and we're seriously considering this, putting our money together and opening a skate park. Seriously considering it. He had a whole bunch of ideas for how to make money off of it that I didn't even think of. Oh, but you basically open up a skate shop in there. Oh, yeah. But I was at Reed Menzer today in the freezing fucking cold, trying to skate as much as I could. I did my best. Let's see. They both went to save army bases, allegedly, so a lot of some similarities. It's just sad. People who were hurt passed away just trying to have a good evening. The fuck are you talking about, Melody? What are you talking about? I mean, with the bombing, one person got killed, right? Didn't one, other than the guy, who did it and shot himself, didn't just one victim get killed? Not like that's, good, but I don't believe the manifesto portrayed on Sean Ryan was from him. The deliverer of that email has proven to fudge shit in the past and is a conspiracy theorist. Yeah, who is Sean Ryan? I've never heard of this person. Let me look him up. Let me just do this. Is Sean Ryan a conspiracy theorist? The fuck? Oh, that's him? Wait a minute. Sean Ryan and Sam Shoemate are lying to you about UFOs. Sean Ryan's new podcast is a detriment to his credibility. He's mostly plugging right-wing conspiracy theories on there, primarily because they were all... Okay, so I have no interest in this guy. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Shit. Hold on, guys. Yeah, I don't like conspiracy theorists. I don't. I mean, I'll stay open minded to an extent, but if that's what you do, like if you're telling me something that sounds like a conspiracy theory, I might listen for a little bit, and the whole time I'll just be like, you're insane. In my head, I'll be saying you're insane, but I'll listen. But when that's what you do, when you like your nature, it's in your nature to be a conspiracy theorist, like you're skeptical of things that you'd have to be almost retarded to be skeptical about, like, whether or not the world is flat, things like that, then I just write you off. I meet people like that in my personal life all the time. I don't fuck with conspiracy theorists. My bad. Trying to turn the mouse on and I shut the show off. All right. Hold on. Oh, he did. BTF, I remember that. Tucking, yeah. Tucking. Tons of SF guys have said no SF guys. I'd have what was called. What does that say? All right. The fudger about the email. All right. No deaths, 7 injured. He said in his note he wasn't trying to kill anyone but himself. He wanted to send a message. What was that message? Sean Ryan does have an accomplished career, though, in the Navy SEALs and CIA. I think he jumped too fast on the manifesto hoax. Well, I don't know. I think it does say, like I Googled it. It does say that he left a note, but I don't know if it's the same thing as what this guy read. The Tesla bombing was a simp way out. He loved Trump and the Tesla truck, and he gave his life symbolically to Trump. He was a bomb maker for the army and could have made something bigger. Oh, sucker. What can I say? I have no sympathy for him then. You know what I mean? Gave his life symbolically for Trump. Trump would walk right past him like he didn't even exist if they ever crossed paths. Even if the guy was in full uniform. If there wasn't a camera around, Trump wouldn't even shake his fucking hand. Please never talk about fee. I'll get triggered. I can't talk about it. I don't know what that is. What is that? Fee? F-E? What does that mean? I don't know. Yes, there are photos online of his time, his homemade explosion. Interesting. Homemade explosive. That makes more sense. There's news him and his wife kicked him out the day after Christmas. Him and his wife kicked him out. Joe, are you drinking today? His wife kicked him out. I can't understand a word you're fucking writing. Flat Earth, bro. Oh, yeah. Come on. Oh, my God. I'm hoping you're on the right side of it. You don't think the Earth is flat, War. If so, we're definitely going to have a long conversation after the show. The only reason I looked at the Sean Ryan video was because several reporters asked at the press conference if they had verified whether or not the manifesto was real, and were not answered. Okay, I got you. I don't know. I never heard of the guy. Maybe I'll check him out sometime. But if he really is a conspiracy theorist, like that's just who he is. You know, I don't. You got to understand, like, it's a huge reason why I hate the right, the conspiracy theories. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened to my TikTok like a week ago. I think somebody hacked it. But all of a sudden, I had nothing but conspiracy videos. Building 7 and Sandy Hook and all this crazy shit. I was so fucking disgusted. I almost deleted the whole account. Luckily, I just by ignoring them, you know, that my algorithm figured out that I don't want to see them. I just swipe past them. But just conspiracy theorists drive me fucking insane. I still, with the election lies, you know, from 2020 and all that crazy shit, it's like you can't talk sense into a conspiracy theorist. They have made up their mind. They have made up their mind and decided, you know, they've determined their own conclusion, basically, or whatever it is, you know, and you can't talk sense into them. My bad. I'm on my laptop instead of phone. I guess I'm tight worse. Oh, yeah. It's all good, bro. I was a little worried about you. I thought you might have been having a stroke. Melody King, I'm just trying to breathe. I was trying to breathe earlier. I'm telling you, it was so bad today that I actually had to sit on a Manny box, if anybody knows what that is, a manual box, and just catch my breath. It was fucked up. because the cold, I don't know, something about the cold. I couldn't catch my breath, and I never run out of breath when I'm skating. Very, very rarely. No, Jesse, I agree. You're on the top side. Good war. Joey, I read that one. I can't stand conspiracy theorists. They drive me nuts. I know. It's just like all these videos now are popping up of like Jay-Z, and they're like going back to old videos. There was a video the other day that I'm dead serious. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw this. There was a video, Jay-Z and Beyonce, they appeared to be at an award ceremony. Okay. And Beyonce was sitting like on the other side of the table. Like if they were sitting, towards the table, they would have been facing each other, but they were sitting towards, I guess, the stage or whatever. So, it was like they were side to side almost, side by side. And he looks over at her and he holds up a glass. He goes like this. And she says, no, that's it. That's it. That's all that happened. And of course, this video was like, you see, even Beyonce knew to turn down a drink from him. Oh, yeah, because he was going to drug his wife at an award show and what? Rape her there? What are you fucking... This is why I don't like conspiracy theories. Because there are some things out there that are real conspiracies. There are. Not everything is a theory. A lot of them are real conspiracies that have taken place. And they still happen. But when you jump on every little thing, you discredit all of it. You discredit. This way, anybody who hears you say anything, they're automatically going to write you off as a conspiracy theorist. And at one point or another, you might actually be making sense. You're spitting facts. But everybody already wrote you off as a fucking nutcase. That's why I can't stand. I mean, this video was literally Jay-Z offering his wife. It was probably her drink. Like asking her, you want your drink or you want some of it or whatever. And she said no. That's it. And they were like, oh my God, even Beyonce knew not to take a drink from Jay-Z. Oh my God. I went straight to the comments. And the first comment, I love this guy, whoever he was, it's exactly what I would have said. He said, or it could be a husband offered his wife a little bit of her drink and she just didn't want it at the time. Yeah, it could just be that, couldn't it? Yeah. And that's most likely what it was. People are batshit fucking crazy, man. I can't stand. That's why some people in my personal life, there's only one or two. If like I know not to even say certain shit. Like I know that if I say, hey, you hear about these drones? They're going to go off into a tangent. Oh my God, it's the blue beam, Project Blue Beam, and it's fucking, aliens, but it's the government also, and the government is spraying things in the air, and there's all this crazy shit. The government is conducting experiments, and their drones that can see into our homes, and all this. It's like, what? What? Where did you pull that out of your ass from? Like, what do you mean? Or it could be none of that. But they always think they're right. No matter what, they are right. Their theory is right no matter what. Everybody else's theory is stupid. You know what I mean? Like recently I had a conversation with someone and he said, it's the government. And I said, oh, I definitely agree it's the government. At this point, there's no doubt because they're flying into restricted airspace and all types of shit. Nobody's shooting them down. But then he picked it up a notch and it was like, oh, okay. Because most of these conspiracy theories, like honestly, if you think about it, it's like, it's just, there's such a simple answer. Like, or for example, not even, I won't even say a simple answer. Like let's say in whatever conspiracy, they're trying to do certain things. Okay. Like the government is, you got the drones because they're trying to do this or this. In my head, I can formulate 500,000 different ways that the government could pull that off in a much easier way without having to do any of that. It's like, well, if they were going to do that, why didn't they just do this? You know what I mean? Like, why would they go through all that trouble and make it so obvious and everything else? It's like, I never got down with and I don't want to get too far into this issue. I do not, because I know what'll happen. But when I hear these hillbillies and these people talking about my Second Amendment, and I'm all for the Second Amendment, but I'm talking about these lunatics who really believe that, they're going to fight off the U.S. fucking military if the government decided they're taking our guns. Well, I don't have guns, but I mean Americans. You know what I mean? It's like, let me tell you something. The U.S. government takes over entire countries all the time. Okay, if they wanted the guns, they would just come take them, and no amount of hillbillies in their backyards with AR-15s are going to stop them. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, they're false flags and this and that, and every school shooting to them is a false flag because it's just they're so obsessed with believing that the government is trying to take their guns that everything in their eyes is some government stunt to try to take their guns. When again, in reality, if they wanted them, they would just come take them. They would just come take them. And let me tell you, guys, I don't care how many guns you have in your home. There's nothing anybody could do about it. Nothing. Okay, this is the United States fucking government. They got drones, missiles, fucking everything you can imagine. They could do whatever they want. So when I hear these fucking theories, it's like, and by the way, just to add on to that, all the equipment that's at the military's disposal, like that's the government's. That's the government can at any point in time direct the military to turn on its own citizens. Would they or not? I don't know, but it's possible. Okay, it's more likely than certain other theories that are out there. Much more likely. Like I don't want to get into this. It makes me sick to think about, but the Sandy Hook thing, like Alex Jones should fucking die a horrible death where he just suffers and he's just in pain and misery and fucking basically being tortured till he finally takes his last breath. And it should take a long time. You know what I mean? A long time, like weeks of him suffering in pain and agony before he finally takes his last breath. Because what he did to those parents at Sandy Hook and what he directed his lunatic followers to do to them, oh my God. Unbelievable. And why did he do it? All for money. You think he even believes any of that shit? Of course he doesn't. Even at the trial, that trial, I don't know if it was a divorce trial or what it was. His lawyer said he's just playing a character. And I know Alex Jones followers will be like, yeah, but they had to say that. No. He's just playing a character. Believe me. Okay? He is. If he was really that insane, he wouldn't have been able to build the empire that he did. You know? He just knows what to say to fools, you know, to get them all riled up and get them to buy his fucking snake oil and, you know, all his stupid products and, you know, pay for a membership to his fucking idiot website every month, you know? Oh, yeah, I know. He couldn't have suffered enough for me. Dux, he thinks because he apologized and said he was wrong that it should have made it all better. Oh, I know. It's fucking sickening what happened. Oh, my God. Probably, in my opinion, the saddest tragedy. Okay, I guess just to be safe, one of the saddest tragedies in the history of America. Okay, the Sandy Hook massacre, we'll call it. And you know, these asshole protesters are showing up at the children's funerals and they're knocking on the parents' doors and they're on TV every day scrutinizing every little move every parent made and talking about other fucking crisis actors and everything. It's like, you fucking guys should all die. You should all fucking die. The world would be better off without you. Alex Jones looks like shit these days. Lost the rest of his hair getting skinny. Yeah, he lost everything. He's finished. I don't know, JGB. I don't think so. Yeah, he's finished. I mean, I don't know if I could even say that. I mean, I don't know if he could bounce back because those lunatics, they all remain. They're all still out there. You know what I mean? They're all still out there. I mean, there's a lot of Marjorie Taylor Greens and people like that, you know, bitches who are talking about Jewish space lasers and everything else. There's a whole bunch of lunatics. As long as there is an American right, there will be an audience for Alex Jones to take advantage of. No doubt. Let's see. Alex Jones is insane for what he said about the Sandy Hook shooting. Yeah, he is. And so much other stuff, too. Oh, really? I got to check that out then, JGB. I got to check that out. I want to remember that. Let me pull it up now so that when the show's over, I can watch it. Because I'll probably get a kick out of that. Okay, I got it pulled up. I'll tell you what, like I think I told you recently I had a conversation with a guy. And again, this is one of the people like I said, I know not to mention anything. Don't say the word drone. Don't even say the word government. Don't say, don't talk about anything that he can weave or has already in his mind weaved into a fucking conspiracy theory, because I, have no filter. I can't just stand there and listen. I have to prove to you that you're a fucking moron when I hear that shit. I have to. But I got in an argument recently with somebody about the Trump thing. And it's like the assassination attempt. And he was dead serious. He said, not only was it, a conspiracy by, of course, the government, but that Trump was in on it. He was dead serious that Trump was in on his own assassination attempt. Okay. Now, here's the thing about that. And of course, you know me, you're not going to get away with that with me. So I started spitting facts, and he knew, because there's certain things you can't ignore. You don't want to, I tell people almost as soon as I meet them, you never want to argue with me. You're going to regret it. You're going to be embarrassed. You don't want to do that. I tell everybody. But it's like, when you say that, okay, the first thing I'm going to say is, all right, somebody did die, right? Do we agree on that? That Corey Compratore died, right? We agree on that? How did he die? He got hit with a bullet. Oh, okay. The bullet that was aimed at Trump. All right. So you're telling me that Trump, the most narcissistic, self-important man on the planet who literally only cares about himself, was like, yeah, take a shot right at my head just so we can what? Get an awesome picture out of it and fucking it'll help me win the election. Trump was going to he was just going to risk his life. Yeah, shoot right at my fucking head. Not to mention, it's been proven about 1,000 different ways that if Trump didn't turn his head, if he hadn't turned his head at the exact second, that bullet would have went right through his fucking skull. Okay? It would have. There's no doubt about it. It was simply luck that it didn't. What do you mean, did I get really quiet? When? I don't think I did. What was I saying? So anyway, you'd have to believe that. You'd have to believe that Trump was like, yes, I'm going to. Oh, you mean my sound got quiet? Great. And I'm going to keep talking, whatever, fucking. You'd have to believe that Trump said, yeah, just, take a shot. And if it kills me, it kills me. But if it doesn't, we're going to get an awesome picture out of it. And it's going to help with my campaign greatly. Okay. Yeah, sure. Like you have to, this is the thing about conspiracy theories, the things you have to twist yourself into knots, the mental gymnastics you have to do to believe that all these little things took place to create this, this conspiracy actually happened. So you'd have to say, okay, because this was his theory, right? His theory was that the government got this kid, Thomas Matthew Crooks, to do this. Of course, it was Biden. Biden had it done, of course. Why not? But somehow Trump was in on it. It was Biden. I swear to God, this was the theory. It was Biden that got the kid to do it, but Trump was in on it. Okay? So you're telling me two different things. You're telling me that Biden wanted Trump dead and that Trump was like, yeah, fuck it. Let me let Biden kill me. So you got a kid, the government recruited a kid, a 21-year-old kid, 22, whatever he was, to throw his entire life away and agree to be killed The kid had to have agreed to be killed, right? Because everybody knows if you shoot at a president, you are going to die. And if you're lucky, I guess if you want to call it lucky, you're going to go to prison for the rest of your life if you survive. So this kid was just like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, why not? So you're telling me that if I do this, I'm either going to go to prison for the rest of my life because you can't let me walk, or I'm going to die in the process. I'm down. It's not like I got my whole life ahead of me or anything. Fuck it. You know? So they had to get that kid in on it. Okay. Then they had to, because it was such a sloppy thing, you'd have to believe that the government, who, like I said, has no problem invading an entire fucking country before they even know what's happening. The government was so sloppy. They let this kid use a ladder to climb up onto this fucking building in front of everybody, where people were looking at him and pointing at him. People saw him. They were like, look at the guy. He's got a rifle. They just didn't react fast enough. So they were that sloppy about it. The kid decided to sacrifice his entire life. Trump was like, yeah, fuck it. If you kill me, you kill me. You know what I mean? And the guy, the people in the audience, either one of two things. Either they were all being sacrificed because they couldn't be told about it, but at least, you know, one or a few of them are going to die, or they were in on it. And they were like, yeah, I mean, if one of us die, it's all good. It's for a good cause. We want Trump to get an awesome photo op. You know, it might not even help him win the election, but fuck it. We'll die just to die. A firefighter from Philadelphia said, oh, yeah. I got my daughter and my wife here. Please kill me in front of them for the cause. This is all the things you have to believe in order to believe that was anything other than exactly what it was. Okay? It was just a kid. It was a kid whose family were Trump supporters, according to his friends and stuff. Whether you guys agree or not, don't matter. According to certain friends and things like that, he was a registered Republican, most likely a Trump supporter. But even if he wasn't, let's just say he wasn't, who cares? Okay, he had been looking up Biden and Trump rallies. He just wanted to kill one of them. He didn't care who. Look into it. He was looking up both. So that's it. The guy took a shot at the president. He was an incel kid. He was picked on his whole life. He was an ex-heroin addict. He was a complete outcast. And he probably just said, fuck it, it's a suicide mission. He wanted to die anyway, most likely. He's probably a suicidal kid. And he figured, look what happens when somebody does something like that. They get famous. They go down in history. And he will. That kid will go down in history. It's sick, but it's true. That's all it was. But you can't convince a conspiracy theorist of that, because their whole mindset is about finding out the truth. And it can't ever be as simple as the official story. They really believe that whatever the official story is has to be bullshit, because in their mind, nothing is that cut and dry. Nothing. And, you know, I watch shit about psychology of certain types of people sometimes. And, of course, I've watched a lot of shit about the psychology of oh my God, what was I even saying? I looked at Joe Bag of Donuts comment. Forgot what I was saying. Oh, conspiracy theorists. They were saying that a lot of them insist on coming up with these conspiracy theories, even if they do it subconsciously. They don't even realize that this is just something they have to do to cope or to deal with the horrible shit that goes on in the world. A lot of them, they simply can't accept that we live in a world, in a country, where this horrible shit happens. Okay, they can't accept it. So it's like, no, there's no way some autistic kid could walk into a fucking elementary school and gun down, 22 second graders. There's no way. There's got to be something behind this. The kids are fine. The parents are, whatever. That's what they have to fucking put together in their head, because they just can't cope with the fact that, yeah, you live in a world where this horrible shit happens regularly. So it's like we got to come up with some other theory to explain what's really going on here, because there's no way something this terrible can happen. Oh, it happens all the time. It certainly can. So, and plus there's that right amygdala thing. I know that bothers some people, but, look up right amygdala and fear and conspiracy theorists and conservatives and all that shit, and you'll see what I mean. The Sandy Hook kids would have graduated high school this past June. I know. Michael Amari, what am I talking about? I don't know. What do you not, was whatever I was saying not self-explanatory? I don't understand. What do you mean? What was I talking about? You were listening to me talk about it, right? Okey-doke. I think they're half ruthless about the space lasers. Israel makes advanced weapons. I think there are half ruthless. What does that mean? Oh, half truths. Oh. I don't know. Alex Jones was at one time loved by the left. He is the one who turned the 9/11 inside job thing into a movement. That's just because they hated Bush. But you know as well as I do, Joe Bag and Donuts. I'm sorry, but the left, they're not the conspiracy theorists. They're not. Balla, $2. Thank you very, very much. I'm telling you, FBS, that cheeseburger Iceman made was full of poison, and you don't believe me. Sorry, my bad, bro. I believe you now. Sales for ear covers went up after that. After what? Oh, ear cover. Oh, I got you. The stupid thing. Yeah, I know. And he sold the photo unlimited edition sneakers. He certainly did. Trump hit Stormy Raw. He definitely said, yeah, shoot my ear. Good point. Maybe he was suicidal. Not always FBS. JFK killer was never caught. Well, didn't you hear me say what I said? I mean, some things are real conspiracies. Now, and I don't know that, I won't get into that whole thing, but there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, it's not, whether it was Carlos Marcello, whatever the fuck it was, the CIA, the government, all of the above. I'm saying, I'll admit to that there's something there, of course. Something we'll probably never find out the answer to, but that's what I mean. That's why I hate these motherfuckers, because there really are real conspiracies that have taken place. But when you call everything a conspiracy, it's just like everything else. If you call everything racist, you water down the word racist. If you call everyone a rat, you water down the word rat. If everybody who still drinks and smokes weed says I'm clean and sober, what does being clean and sober even mean anymore? The same thing. So if everything's a conspiracy theory in your mind, nobody is going to take you seriously. And every now and then you might actually be right. You might be right. So, let me see. Not just in front of everyone. The building he was on top of was full of USSS agents. United States Secret Service. But no, not that building. The building he was on was across the field from the building with the Secret Service agents. Right? I believe so. If you believe Trump would volunteer to be a martyr, you'd believe pizza. Yeah, of course. And not just Trump. It's not even like I'm going to use it to knock Trump. Who's going to say that? You know what I mean? Not Obama, not Biden. Nobody's going to be like, yeah, take a shot directly at my skull. You know what I mean? And all these people that talk about that kid couldn't even shoot a gun. Really? He did a pretty goddamn good fucking job. The bottom line is, it was only the fact that Trump turned his head a little that bullet didn't blow his head clean off his fucking shoulders. So it couldn't have been a more accurate shot, a more precise shot. It couldn't have been, So I don't know. No sniper, no matter how good they are, can account for sudden movements or, prepare or, factor those into any type of plan. Like, you never know. It's a human being you're talking about who's on stage giving a speech. So How come he was crazy is never an explanation when someone does something crazy anymore. How come he was crazy is no. Oh, yeah. No, I know what you mean. Like, you can't just say, well, the motherfucker was crazy. No, there's got to be something else behind it. Exactly. I agree, Joe Bag of Donuts. I agree. What shocks me about Trump is that he banged a porn star who's uglier than his wife, all that money, and bangs Stormy. Gross. I can honestly say Stormy is one ugly bitch. And not only that, but her fucking body is dog shit. Those enormous, ridiculous, fucking stupid tits of hers with the fucking veins all sticking out of them and everything else, like titties full of varicose veins or some shit. Like, who? That does not look good. There's nothing about that bitch that looks good. I don't understand Stormy Daniels, and she's not even pretty. I mean, seriously, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're Trump, you're gonna fuck whoever you can fuck. I don't know. I don't know if I ever heard it. Jimmy File? Who is that? I don't know who that is. I heard there were agents in the building. He was on. In the building. Oh, there might have been. I'm not 100% sure. But that guy I was arguing, he said that the Secret Service agents were like on the same building as the kid, like as if they were feet away from each other. Because that's why do you say stuff like that? Because then it's like, oh my God, they had to have been in on it. But they weren't. As soon as the Secret Service got sight of the kid, they fucking killed him like that. You know, so, or at least as soon as the kid shot, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. They certainly could have done a better job, but. Trump's evil, but I don't think he would risk one of his constituents getting shot. I disagree, but he wouldn't put himself in the line of fire. I'll say that. He walked through the crowd and climbed up onto the roof. Footage says he walked straight past several people, and the FBI didn't see it. They must have been watching YT at the time instead of Trump. Well, it is. I mean, there's no doubt law enforcement saw him up there and shit. They saw him. You know what I mean? It's like they just, I don't know. They were slacking, you know? It's crazy. The fucking kid. I mean, people, did you guys see the footage from different angles where people are pointing? You could see the kid climbing onto the roof and they're like, look at him. He's got a rifle. They're just talking all calm and shit. And I believe one of them went to a cop, or several of them did. The cops saw them on the fucking roof, or saw the kid on the roof. Nothing. Stormy looked a lot better in 2006 than she does now with the vein titties. Well, I don't know. I was never familiar with Stormy Daniels, but of course, when the Trump stuff came out, I checked her out, and I was like, she is horrible looking, horrible. But maybe in 2006 she wasn't as bad. I don't know. Yeah, let's not get crazy. Trump would put his wife in the line of fire, but never himself. Yeah, put his wife. Go ahead, Melania. Oh, well. I'll bury you next to Ivana in the fucking on the golf course. Yeah, you don't give a fuck. I want to do a politics show. I just don't want to get into it on this show, but there is so much to talk about, guys. I mean, you know, they're starting to turn on him, his own people, for good fucking reason. That motherfucker promised the whole time, I am going to get rid of immigrants to save American jobs. And now his stance literally is that I'm going to bring in more to take American jobs. Vivek and Elon called American workers retarded. Literally, Elon said that exact word in his X post or whatever. They're too retarded to take skilled jobs. They need to bring in people from foreign countries. And Vivek was all about it. Vivek said that, you know, Americans lived mediocre lives watching, you know, Boy Meets World and Saved by the Bell, all this dumb shit. And you need skilled workers from, you know, other countries, India, wherever. And as soon as Elon, I guess, talked to Trump about it, Trump was like, yeah, you're right. You gave me $277 million. So whatever you say, 100%, Elon, you got it. And there's a video I can show you of Trump just recently giving a speech. And he said that he's all for, you know, basically importing more workers, H-1B visas. He wants to kick up and, you know what I mean, start bringing in more people. And that's it. These people are like, wait, what? I told you. We told you guys. There's a town in Pennsylvania called Newcastle. Apparently, the whole town is up in arms. It's a very poor town. They all live on welfare and Social Security, disability, whatever. And it finally hit them, what we've been telling them all along, that Trump is going to cut your benefits. He's going to. And they're in a panic now, and they regret voting for him. It's like, you should have listened. He's going to cut veterans' benefits, everything. Anyway, let's get off of that. I don't want to piss people off. Well, after the election, he would, but that was before the election. LOL. Oh, yeah, true. Before the election. Yeah. Well, I'll just say this, and we'll move off of politics. We're telling people, we meaning the left, we're telling people that he's give two shits about you. And he's going to do it once he gets elected. Fuck about any of you anymore. You could all walk away from him. He does not care. He's here to make the rich richer. That's it. He's here. He wants to give them a huge tax cut and keep himself out of prison. And he's going to do things that will harm you, not help you. So they're finding out now. It's FAFO. Fuck around, find out. You know? It's just like that guy, Angel. What was his name? Angel, whatever. He was one of the Latinos for Trump. And after Trump got elected, he tried to bring his kids over to his white neighbor's house to play with the kids. And the fucking guy shot at him and told him, you're not welcome here. We needed your vote. That's it. He didn't even want him near his kids or on his property. Well, it's like, told you. And you probably just deported yourself. So kind of looks like Seabiscuit. Yeah, she's an ugly bitch. Jordan, Canada. HB1. I thought it was H1B. Is it? You might be right. HB1? Maybe you're right. I don't know. My bad then. Why am I thinking H1B? Yeah, it's H1B visa. What are you doing to me? They're not wrong. We got it easy. That's why all our doctors are Indians, Asians, etc. They come here, work their ass off. We take this country for granted most times, along with the opportunities. No doubt about it. Yep. Yeah. Thank you, Ducks. We went furniture shopping. I moved on her like a bitch. That's what he said. So anyway, there's a million things I could go over right now. I mean, the fact that, the cabinet, like, oh my God, it's exactly the circus we told you it was going to be. You know what I mean? It's exactly the circus we told you were going to be, or it was going to be. You're like, no, you're wrong. Trump derangement syndrome. Okay, watch. Watch. Anyway, guys, an hour and 3 minutes in, I made a total. Chicago race engines, $10 for bro. You got to interview Peter Pasta, expose pizza. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. How you like that, pizza? Yeah, well, of course. He didn't get shot in the ear. All right. Oh my God, what happened? Where'd your messages go? I had something I was going to play for you guys. What happened? It got all deleted. I don't know. This is the cope you hear from what? The losing side every election. We did it in 2020. It's normal. Not well. You could say that, Joe. You could say it, but we are not doing what you did in 2020. Let's make that clear. But no, it's not. Tell me I'm wrong. Oh, really? The dude just did a show on Peter Pasta. Interesting. Was pizza in the chat? When you've watched Jim Jeffries' gun control, watch his Trump routine, you'll get a kick out of that as well. I'll check it out. But Joe Bag of Donuts, let me just say, I mean, you're not serious, are you? Like you're going to defend that Trump wanted Matt Gaetz, a guy who we now know was having sex with underage girls, to be the attorney general? Pam Bondi, the fucking judge that he paid $25,000 to get rid of his case, is his new pick. Peter Hegseth from Fox News to lead the entire fucking military. Like, I know you're not. If you guys remember, you can go back and look. One of my last videos before the election, I said he's going to fill his cabinet with sycophants, anybody who endorsed them, and Fox News hosts. Told you. Casey the giant maxi pad healed his ear. But there's no comparison, Joe Bag of Donuts. You can say that, yeah, that people do that, except sometimes people are right, sometimes they're wrong. You know what I mean? So you can't defend giving somebody like Pete Hegseth, an alcoholic, who's never, led any large size, military company, whatever you want to call it, becoming the leader of the Department of Defense. You can't defend that pick. You can't defend Matt Gaetz being attorney general. I mean, you do realize, Joe Bag of Donuts, the only reason Matt was picked for that is because he defended Trump at every turn, right? I mean, Matt Gaetz, when he was a lawyer, I believe he went to trial one time, I believe, in his very short time as a lawyer. And I forget the outcome of that, but I mean, he wasn't even an experienced lawyer. It's insane. So, but I know you'll say that because you're a Trump supporter, Joe, and you'll defend him no matter what. But you guys know it's ridiculous. You have to. FBI did a deep dive investigation on Jane Creek and exposed her. Is that right? Isn't that actually some character in something? Some show or something? I thought so. Give me one sec. I wish I had these messages to play you guys. It was about the fucking bomber. Let me see. I'm hoping I get these messages back. Give me a second before I go because I'd like to play you this stuff. I was supposed to play it earlier, I guess. But we got sidetracked talking about conspiracy theories. Let me see. Plus, Joe Bag of Donuts, if I do a politics show, we can debate like all this stuff that's going on. Like him, totally changing his stance on the whole immigrant situation, all that shit. Him, the tariffs, what effect they're already having on the country, and the working class, and what is going to happen to the economy if they actually do implement the tariffs and mass deportation. There was just a whole thing about these farmers were interviewed or something, and they said if that mass deportation takes place, they'll be able to run for about 2 days afterwards, and they're finished. You know what I mean? So there's we could talk about all kinds of stuff. I mean, but none of it means anything. None of it. His stance will change as Elon tells him what to do, and that's it. You know what I mean? He'll do it. Whatever Elon says, that's what's going to get done. He already changed Trump's whole stance on immigration and American jobs completely, and stuff like that will keep happening. Yeah, but Joe Bag of Donuts, they're not American jobs that can go to American workers. Are you serious? We don't have educated people, skilled people who could take those jobs? Of course we do. So no matter how you cut it, the simple question is this: are they American jobs that can go to American workers, but because of Elon's stance and him changing Trump's mind, now they're going to go to foreign workers? And also, let me remind you that Trump also said at that same speech recently, anybody who graduates an American college should get a green card. Period. That's going to be his policy. MAGA's turning on him, Joe Bag of Donuts. It's not just me saying it. They're pissed off. It's all over the place. They're very pissed off. So, anyway, I'm doing my best to get away from it, guys. Well, we'll do it. Joe, let's do this. We'll do a politics show soon, and we'll get into all this stuff. MAGA pads instead of maxi pads. Well, I guess I lost my messages. I don't know. I'm hoping this person will send them back to me, but I guess not. Maybe I'll research the whole fucking truck bomber thing, Cybertruck, and Oh, is that right? Yeah, and then Trump gets sentenced on March 10th. I don't know that it is Joe Bag of Donuts. Honestly, you might be right. I have to look into it. But I know I'm watching real Trump supporters every day getting more and more pissed off and turning on him. You know what I mean? It's kind of a thing that's happening all across the country. That's a fact. So, Michael Hensley, there you go. I was waiting for you to pop up. Trump will get the notice from people who exploit illegal. Trump will notice from the people who exploit illegal immigration within agriculture, and he would change his stance on that as well. Trump is a corporatist, just like Biden. Fuck both of them. Yeah, of course. Of course. This is the last thing I'll say. I promise you, Michael Hensley. The Republicans, the rich businessmen in that party, and that's who controls that party, Trump being the top one, well, Elon now, they need those immigrants. They do. That's how rich people make money off of poor people. And, those jobs that are going to these immigrants, they're going to them because they can pay the immigrants a lot less than they'd pay American skilled workers to take those jobs. And that's the same thing with working on a farm, agriculture, whatever. It's the same thing. Those Republican businessmen, they need illegals. They need them. So, but look at Mitt Romney. You remember? Mitt Romney ran on bringing back jobs to America, keeping jobs in America, and his company that he owned was literally, it's specialized in buying American companies and moving them overseas. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get going. Notice I didn't bash any Trump supporters here. See that? I actually think they're smartening up a little bit. They're starting to figure it out. Not all of them, but a lot of them. I know it because I'm watching it with my own eyes. But I'm going to get going. I don't know what to say to you guys. I mean, what do I do, guys? Tell me, what do I do before I go? I made $5, $10, $15, $17, $20, and 20 in cash. What do I do? You know how much my Google AdSense went up from the day before yesterday to yesterday? Like every day it goes up based on how much money I made. It went up $10. And it'll probably, let me see, it probably won't even go up that much today. I don't know. Oh, it went up. Okay, I think it went up $25. Okay. So I have $93 on the 4th of the month. $93 that I made for 4 days filled with shows. What do I do, guys? Tell me, be honest. Should I just go DoorDash and just say fuck shows for a while? Be honest, help me out, be my friend, tell me the truth. What do I do? I'll match any last minute $20 donation. Ah, look at that. I think Joe Bag of Donuts should send the $20 donation. Thank you, Michael. You're the man, bro. I fucking love Michael Hensley. Oh, you're not doing a show, Jesse? Oh, shit. It's a good thing you said something because I'm only 10 minutes away from your time slot. Oh, you're beat. I feel you. So am I. I don't know what's. I honestly think I had COVID. Like I've had COVID for like the last week, because that one day I got real. Remember, I was real sick. I only did a show at night, and I felt terrible. That's how the COVID was the first time I got it, and every day since then, I felt terrible. I've been in such a deep sleep that I can barely wake up, and I'm only like that when I'm sick. I got a constant headache, my all kinds of pressure in my neck. My throat is fucking killing me today. So I'm pretty goddamn sure. Michael Hensley said don't make an asshole out of me, people. You believe that, Michael? Michael offered to match any last minute $20 donation, and you guys said fuck it. Oh, wait. Oh, Jersey Girl 732. Thank you. There you go. You're the best. And thank you, Michael, for making that offer. And look at what I got. Even though I was talking politics, look what I got. And guys, you got to give me credit. Everybody does. I've been pretty good. Since I did that batshit crazy show after the election, I haven't talked politics at all, other than maybe like one or two comments here or there. I've been doing pretty good. Hold on. JGB 799. Hope that helps a bit, but I'm skint ATM at the moment. Skint, what does that mean? Like broke? Thank you, JGB. Of course it helps. Every dime helps. Look at this. I got $100 from the Good Republican, and he said, "Stop bashing us." I'm sorry, Good Republican. I'm sorry. I won't do that anymore. Look at that. He came through for me. $100. Wow, this guy's a good man. Maybe we're a couple Republicans between Michael Hensley and this guy. Maybe they're not such bad people. Thank you for that 100. Holy shit, did I need that? I'm going fucking broke over here, guys. Jesse Roth, $5 for not quite a match, but hope it helps. Thank you, Jesse. It certainly does. Michael Hensley, $19.99. Match my friend Jersey Girl. She is the best. She is. And so are you, Michael. Thank you. It means a lot. Sally, $5. Can't match over budget. It's all good, Sally. Thank you. See that? Look, I made some money. That's a relief. You guys want to talk about some other shit then? Pick a topic. We'll talk about it. I don't have to leave right now. Because honestly, I was just going to go DoorDash, which I'll probably do later still. You know what I did on the way home earlier? I went to the skate park and I had to go to a couple of stores. So on my way home, I turned on DoorDash because even this weekend, I'm surprised. Usually it stops right after the holidays, but like even this weekend, there's like a $2 per order incentive, like extra $2 on every order. So I turned on my DoorDash. I figured if I get a good order, I'll take it. I got an order for Popeyes, 2 different deliveries to 2 different addresses, 10 miles total, $32. That's what I'm talking about. I said, oh, fuck yeah. And plus, I was about, 60 feet from Popeyes when I got the fucking order. So $32, 10 miles. You just drop off both orders, boom. And then you can turn it off and go home or do whatever the fuck you want. Everybody should DoorDash, guys. I'm telling you. For extra money. Everybody. It's the shit. BTF Phoenix, $5 towards a box of Trump-ons and MAGA pads, courtesy of Casey. Well, thank you very, very much. Thank you. See, man, this is why I love you guys. Like, even when we're talking politics, even the people that don't agree with me, look out for me, and we don't get mad at each other. Last time we talked politics, I went insane and a little too far. I admit that. I apologize to people. That's why I don't like to do it anymore. But we just got to bend a little bit, guys. I can bend about the left and say, well, Biden did this wrong, or Kamala sucked at that, or whatever. But the right, you can't. Them motherfuckers, even if they know you're right, they won't bend. They won't bend. Have to share something with you off show soon, bro. Bro, you won't believe it. Just call me as soon as the show is over, bro. Don't forget Jersey Girl is a Republican. Yes, she is. I know that about you. You're a Trump supporter. I know. I don't care. You're a good person. You're a good person. I think all the bad Trump supporters, I think I ran off a while ago. It cost me some money, but it is what it is. Honestly, if you're a bad Biden supporter, I don't want you around. Anything bad, if you're a bad person. I got some good Trump supporters here, so it's the lesser of the two evils. Who, Trump? I don't. We could argue that forever, bro. I could argue you into the ground on that one, but let's not get into that. All right, let's talk about something else, guys. Come on, give me something. Somebody send me a fucking crazy Tony Pizza clip or some shit right now, or
you got a big fucking problem. I eat guys like you for breakfast. Get that fucking fake steroid head off my fucking panel before I fuck his mother. Yo, my man, are you a married guy?
Fuck you. I ain't getting along with any of you. I can't stand any. Look at what you've done to me. Look at you call me gay. You try to belittle me. Fuck you, you scum.
What's that? What did I do there? Oh, I left this one out. I love playing those sound clips. According to the right, Kamala sucked everything. That's true. According to them, she did. Pretty sure I did what, War? Pretty sure I did what? When you do your political show, everyone should bring ear covers for the real effects. That would be dope. That was crazy. That was some cult-like shit. Everybody wearing the ear covers. Motherfucker. FBS, what's the status of Nick's case? I checked a few days ago. It doesn't seem to have gone anywhere. I think he's just going to sit in jail. The 23rd, he has the bail forfeiture hearing. So that's his mother. She'll probably lose that 10 G's, I'm assuming. They might feel bad for her and give it to her. I don't know. Because he's locked up now. He's gonna go to all his court appearances. But the fact that he basically jumped bail, she should lose that money. For her sake, I hope she doesn't. I mean, he puts her through enough, poor woman. But she might. I don't know. I'm center left FBS. Corporatism is one step towards fascism, in my opinion. Well, yeah, but I agree. Do you? Who's more corporate than Republicans, specifically Donald Trump? Just out of curiosity. There's a lot of corporate Democrats. Don't get me wrong. A lot. Look at what you've done to me. Look what you've done to me. You called me gay. You belittle me. I don't want to get us on the skate talk, but what'd you go to? What? You got shoes? Well, shoes? Oh, like the Vans, like the high top Vans. I'll probably get something different next time. Those are getting fucking beat up. But I just needed something. I was wearing Jordans to skate, Jordan 12s. Nah. I'll get something different next time, probably. Scared off the bed, Trump supporters, bro. Oh, yeah, no doubt. I did. Same to you, Jersey girl. You're a sweetheart. You've been with me for so fucking long. Look, member for 25 months. You guys are the best. That's what you call a mixed marriage. Sally's a Democrat. Her husband's a Republican. Oh, okay. I got you, JGB. Told you look into Nike SB Dunks, bro. Yeah, I might. I got to find something, man. But I don't know if I want low tops. I like this. I don't know. It might be better, actually. I'm telling you, I really do think I'm sick because, everything hurts. I'm not sore from skating. I don't get sore. I skate so fucking much. I could skate 10 hours and I won't get sore. But, the last few times I skated, which is all within the last week, I everything feels sore when I try to move. You know what I mean? And that just, I don't know. You only piss off the good Trump supporters. them off too. What can I say? But I definitely piss off the bad ones because they, the bad Trump supporters are the ones that would literally set themselves on fire for Trump, and anything you say about Trump, they take personally, like you're saying it about their mother. You know what I mean? Like Michael, you've heard me talk so much shit, and you stick with me. So is Jersey Girl, Joe Bag of Donuts. But some of those people, it's like if you even say anything negative about Trump, they are gone. Like, but that's okay. I mean, if you're a bad Trump supporter, I don't want you here any fucking way. If you're one of those motherfuckers like I just described, so who that is? Hold on. Hold on. All right, guys. Mixed for sure. He's Catholic. I'm Jewish. Oh, mixed in a different way then. Same to you, Michael, without a doubt, bro. That's why you guys got to give me credit. That's how you know I care about my friends. I totally stopped talking about politics, and that's killing me. I got so much I want to get out. Oh my God. But I don't money as much as I need it. You know me. I throw money out the window all the time. I get rid of big donors if they do, slimy shit. I'm one motherfucker. I'm not one of these guys that will let you walk all over me because you throw me $5 every now and then. If you're a bad guy, I want you gone. So if it costs me money, speaking my mind, and some of these real diehard motherfuckers who just can't handle that left, so be it. But I don't want it to get in the way of friendship. That's not worth it to me. As strongly as I feel, it's just not worth that. I felt like shit after the last time. Michael was pissed off at me. I was kind of pissed off at Michael. We were fucking. I didn't know what was going to happen with that thing. I knew I made other people mad. It was like it felt like negative energy. I just coming on every day. I just didn't, I didn't like it. I don't care about losing money, but losing friends, it's not worth it. I'd rather keep my fucking opinions to myself, honestly. Or I'll go fucking start a politics channel that MobTube knows nothing about, like I intended the last one to be. And this way, when I do talk politics, none of you will hear it. Timothy, well, yeah, come on. He's a bad guy, even without him being a Trump supporter. He's just a bad guy. Timothy is a kind of scumbag that, was sitting in SoFlo's chat while SoFlo's bashing me and letting Tony Pizza bash my family and stuff. And Timothy's just chilling there. Timothy was fucking and talking bad about me. He wasn't just chilling. He was sitting. That's bad enough. If you're supposed to be a friend of mine and you're sitting there, well, that's going on. But he's talking shit himself about me every day. And then he's texting me the same day. Oh, you're my brother. You're my friend. I don't want anything to ever happen. I want to be your friend for life. Like, it's like, what are you fucking, you got multiple personality disorder or something? What are you out of your fucking mind? Oh, Bobby Berberian. God damn it. $10 for can we get a Lispy fist? Lispy fist. Let me think of something. Could it be politics related? Oh, FBS, you're a fucking Trump supporter, Cox. Oh, no. My bad. I did it backwards. FBS, you don't like fucking Trump supporters. I'm Italian. I'm from Staten Island. We love Trump, cocksucker. You want to talk politics? Come to the gym. Meet me in the fucking ring. We'll talk politics. I'll talk politics all over your fucking face, you fucking hot air balloon, scumbag motherfucker. Talk about Trump. Not in my fucking house, you piece of shit. I'm running out of things to say. I did my best. I didn't really put on the voice as well either. See, when you put me on the spot, it's not nearly as good. Bucks, I always liked how they looked while skater. Never liked how they felt, though, for the flip. Oh, you mean the dunks? Yeah. Yeah, they got that hard bottom. They'd probably be tough with flip tricks. You could skate with the gold Trump sneakers. Somebody said to me recently that they were going to send me a pair of Trump sneakers, but they knew I wouldn't want them. And I said, oh, you're wrong. I would never even look at them or take them out of the box, but I'll hang on to them and then sell them to some lunatic Trump supporter for, 5 times what they're worth. You bet your ass. Fucking right. Send them to me. Shit. I won't keep them with my other sneakers. You know what I mean? I'll keep them in a basement or some shit, but Jordan, Canada SB. Let me see. OC, $10 for LOL hot air balloon. Yeah, isn't that what he used to call me? Or what? Parade float? I don't know, all that shit. Hot air balloon. He still says how fat I am. Meanwhile, you know how long it's been since I've been fat? Jesus Christ. These guys, one track mind, they got no creativity. It's just like, I'll call him that and I'll call him that forever. You know what I mean? That's like if you're a kid in school and you make fun of a kid for being short. And then, within a year or two, he shoots up 9 inches and now he's 6'5" or something. You just keep calling him short, or do you think you have to change the insult because it doesn't make fucking sense anymore? You know what I mean? It's funny shit. I can't get rid of this darn cold. Started a week before Christmas. The pounding headaches. You got the same thing I got. I feel like shit, guys. It's hard. Like, even this show, I came home, I sat down, and I have no appetite. That's another thing. I got no fucking appetite whatsoever. I'm eating, but I just have no appetite. I eat just because I feel like it's time to eat. I don't know what's going on. But I remember the first time I had COVID, the first day, it was Christmas fucking Eve and into Christmas Day. Overnight, I fucking woke up in the middle of the night and I was fucking freezing. I mean, my teeth were chattering. And then I went to the bathroom. I got back in bed and I was on fire. Like, oh my God. I literally felt like I got set on fucking fire. Then I would get out from under the covers and I'd be freezing. I was so sick overnight, throwing up and shit. And then that was it. The next day, Christmas Day, I felt kind of terrible, but every day after that, it was nothing. The second time I got it, that was bad. That was real fucking bad. I ain't gonna lie. Like, especially the first 4 days was fucking, oh my God. I was curled up in a ball most of that time. I was so fucking sick. When I'm gone for a week, I'm sick. I'm sick because, me. I don't miss fucking doing shows for nothing. I can't afford to. I was gone for a week. I remember my cousin Vinny went off big time at you. Yeah, and listen, I mean, express your opinion, that's fine. But what my cousin Vinny did, I'll tell you why it pissed me off. Your cousin Vinny was his name. He comes in here and he's like, this is why I don't fucking donate to you anymore. And it's like, that's the wrong thing to say. You know what I mean? I'd rather you come in and say, listen, I support Trump. You don't. I don't fucking like your opinions. And because of that, I don't watch your show no more. But right away, people like to throw the money in there. You know what I mean? Like, as if I'm supposed to say, oh my God, I lost your donations. Trump rules. I take it back. I hate that shit. Like, don't donate so you could hold it over my fucking head one day. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Yeah. I wish I could say the same, Jersey girl, but I'm very impatient. Timothy is a douche. And he's trashing Jason Mikesell, my friend. Crazy. I was mad and upset. Everyone has the right to their opinions. I don't talk politics with friends. What came before that? I don't know. You must have said something. I don't know. Yeah, it's not good to do. It's really not. I keep my political opinions to myself. Like in my personal life now, for the most part. Well, no, let me. With people I don't really know, you know what I mean? Unless they bring up politics, then it's going to happen. It's going to be a huge conversation and argument, debate, whatever. But like these people at the skate parks and shit, every now and then they're talking about this shit, like especially around the election. And I don't even talk, even though most of them agree with me because, younger people tend to, lean left. Not all of them, but a lot. You heard him say it FBS is a Trump supporter. Shut up, ducks. The fifth, the Fury, yeah. I think Trump should wear. I got away with it, ducks, because I was using the BK accent. They can't hold it against me. I think Trump should never wear gold. I think Trump should wear gold never surrenders to the inauguration. I kind of agree with you, Joe Bag of Donuts. Why not switch it up? I think Trump should change out of that fucking suit, that ridiculously oversized suit with the fucking tie that hangs past his balls. But he's so fat. That's why he wears that. He's enormous. He's morbidly obese. But yeah, he should. He should say fuck it. Wear some jeans and shit, a polo shirt. The gold never surrenders. Why not? He's pissed off. You know, you realize he's throwing a fit on Truth Social right now because the flags will be flown at half-mast during his inauguration because of Jimmy Carter's death. He's throwing a fucking fit. Leave it to him. It's all about him. It's all about him. You mean he doesn't spit the facts stuff? I'm trying to think how I could with BK. I don't know about the politics thing. Let me think. Well, BK will make a threat over anything. You know what I mean? He'll make a fucking threat over anything. I'm just trying to figure out enough words to put together a really good BK impression. There's got to be a lot of S's. That's why sometimes I run out. It's like, wait a minute, there's not enough S's in this. Really, War? I've weirdly been catching videos of the Seawalk or watching videos of the Seawalk dance. I like it. Don't know why, but I do. Because the Seawalk is the greatest fucking dance ever invented. That's why. It's the shit. It is the shit. I can kind of, sort of do it. Kind of. When I was staying at the hotel, I was seeing this chick who at the time was actually in work release, but she was bad. And I used to fuck around with her years before. And I would go see her at work. You know what I mean? Because where else can you really see her? Every now and then in the mornings, you know, she was supposed to be taking the bus home, but she had like an hour and a half. So I would scoop her up and we'd go back to the room and then I would drop her off at, you know, like maybe half a mile from the York County prison, stuff like that. But I'm telling you, you have a lot of freedom on work release. It's really unbelievable. But I would go see her at work. She worked third shift at a place in fucking Emmetsville. And when I would pull up, I would text her and tell her I'm outside. And she was a dancer. Like literally, she was a hip hop dancer like her whole life. Like that's what she did for a living. She taught children hip hop dance. So when she'd come out of the thing, I would yell to her, "Seawalk!" Seawalk over to the car. I would make her seawalk the whole way to the fucking car. She was good at that shit. That was fucking funny. That's how I know the vid. I get the chills real bad before anything else. Oh, that's how I know. It's the vid. You mean I get chills real bad before anything else? I'm shivering for like 30 minutes. The other day when I was real sick, guys, no matter what I did, I was fucking freezing. Whether I was in the house in the heat or outside, I was just freezing. I was shivering like a bitch. I woke up grinding my fucking teeth. Like, that's another thing. I don't know why I do that when I get sick and shit. Probably just because I was freezing, too. It's weird. Tip jar. Thank you, Bobby. I've just been having low sodium beef broth. Oh, really? That's it? Oh, my God. Wait, which thing, Ducks? BK seems to know a gym in every city where he can meet up and fight you. Wasn't he saying one time like he was in Vegas and he was saying he was boxing at a gym in Vegas or something? You do the cock walk. Oh, that's I got to be in a certain type of mood. You know what I was going to get? I might as well tell you guys now because I fucked it up and I didn't get it. Like last year sometime, like probably like in the fall, I was thinking about getting a pool noodle, you know. You know, one of those big floaty things. It's shaped like a noodle. I don't know what the fuck you call them. I think you call them a pool noodle. I was going to get one, and then I was going to use it when I did the cock walk. So I was like, but, you know, unless I ordered from Amazon, I don't know. I forgot. I could have probably ordered it from Amazon because all year round, there's, you know, places where it's warm. They sell them all year round. But I figured I would just wait until, you know, the summer and they'll have them in Walmart and shit. I don't know. I think I was just being lazy. And then the whole summer, every now and then I would think about it. I got to get the fucking pool noodle. And I never remembered when I was at the fucking store. So that was going to be my prop. But I'll get something. That rap battle that night was hilarious. I can't stop laughing when I think about it. That shit was fun, man. You got to give Baller credit. And real talk, listen. Real talk is an unbelievable douchebag. But we got two real good shows out of that. And then I was just looking for a reason. Like, oh, he's saying racist shit? Oh, he's gone. No, I'm fucking around. Him talking about Capello's grandmother, that's too much. That's not cool. Why would you do that to Capello? Chris never talks. I don't think he ever talks bad about anybody. I talk to him off of here, and he never really does. And he certainly wouldn't talk about anybody's family. I hate that shit. Talking about family should be a last resort. It should be something only if people will keep doing it to you. It's like, okay, this is the only way they'll learn. Because if I don't do anything, they'll just keep doing it. You know? But when a guy bothers you for whatever reason, and the first thing is like your grandmother sucks cock or something, it's like, whoa, hold on, buddy. What the fuck are you doing? 0 to 100 real fucking fast. Move the mic over, hit the C-walk on the desk. Let's settle this now. Nah, I can't do it well. I can do little parts of it, but I can't put the whole thing together. I'm not a dancer, you know? This just in. Rudy Giuliani said the courtroom sketch artist made him look like his dog. Is that what he really said? Oh my God. He's another maniac. I watched like 20 to 25 videos of people doing it. I think it's cool. Not sure I could do the C-walk. Did you watch the original, the Up in Smoke tour? Dub C, did you watch that? You got to check that out. That's when that dance became like mainstream, like when it was kind of introduced to, you know, people outside of certain areas in this country. They're called swim noodles. There you go. No girth. I know the Vegas gym he was talking about. It's a BS gym in a wealthy part of Henderson. Oh, really? Oh, you're in Vegas, aren't you, Joe? Swim noodles. We used to fight with them in the pool. Oh, yeah. I got to get one. I should order one from Amazon tonight and just whip it out next time I whip out the pool noodle. That is, next time I do the cock walk. Capello or Archilla, and neither would do that. Did he say shit to Archilla too? Fugazi talk is a clown. He jumps from show to show, talking shit about last show. Mutt. I could see him doing that. And you guys, you know, another thing, it's like, I'm getting comment. Like, you guys got to learn who I really am. Like, you got to know me at this point. Like, real talk. You think I take real talk seriously? When I was having him on the show for the rap battles, I'm getting comments like, this guy's a scumbag. How could you lower yourself to bring him on the show? It's like, bro, this is entertaining as a motherfucker. The whole chat, both shows was loving it. Even though they don't like the dude, it was hilarious. I was laughing so hard I was in pain. Okay, it's like, bear with me. Okay, you think I'm going to keep this guy around and be his buddy? For fuck's sake, just bear with me. Let me use him for a couple of shows, and then we'll find a reason to get him the fuck out of here. Just chill. Real talk was just funny for the entertainment. Yeah, of course. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know the guy, you know, but I don't. One of the first times he came on here, he dropped the N-word and stuff. You think I forget that shit? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't like that stuff. But you could use them for a couple of shows, and then, you know, when you're a tool, you get used, you know? I mean, that's the only guy I think who is disliked. Well, not the only guy, but He's disliked by both sides. Like, can you imagine? Real Talk is so disliked that he, I think, spends the majority of his time trashing MRE, who is one of the most disliked people, at least on this side he is. We hate him. You know what I mean? And we still don't accept him. Like, it don't matter what you have to say about MRE. You still ain't shit. Real Talk should not have spoke bad about Chris's family. That's off limits. It is. Some people should go straight to your mother. Yeah, that's sensitive bitches. Yeah. Anybody who does, anybody who can't fight like a man, even with words, and has to start talking about people's families, you're a bitch. And nobody, I don't give a fuck if you hate me more than anyone else who hates me. You can never, ever, ever show an example of me talking about somebody's family first. Never. It'll never happen because it never happened. Never. The first time, and I hated it, it was MRE did, oh my God, he did a show about my aunt, basically calling her a whore and making fun of her. My dead aunt. You know what I mean? He had started talking about Shanna, taking little digs here and there. He went hard at Shanna. And then, it was like I tried everything not to do it. And then finally I was like, fuck it, I got to talk about his whole family. That's it. And, usually they'll stop then because nobody wants their family talked about. But I never talked about anybody's family first. I hate it. Even when you push me into doing it, I hate it. You know why? I don't know your family. You know what I mean? Like, I don't make it a habit of just bashing strangers. Not my personal life, not even on YouTube. So, like, if I don't know the members of a person's family, I have no reason to want to talk about them. And I don't think anybody who's not involved in this shit should be getting talked about. They're not bothering any fucking buddy. But people that when they go to that, when like MRE did with me, it's like, okay, you're giving me no choice. I'm going to hold off as long as I can, but eventually it's going to be really bad for you. And it was. It was. I went hard. If you guys remember the whole Alfred Longcocks and oh my God, the whole thing, the story I created, fucking brutal. That's what you got to do sometimes. Just a shame. He asked Baller, what do you live in? Baller says 2-bedroom apartment. Couldn't come up with a word to rhyme with apartment. So his rap was, I live in a house. Yeah, terrible. You could even say something like, apartment, you start shit. Something like that. You put some words together. You could rhyme it at least a little bit with apartment. It's not that fucking hard, even if you're freestyle. I mean, for fuck's sake. I was listening to those guys, and I'm not going to lie, Baller too. There was a couple of times where I'm like, oh, you should have said this. While he's saying it, it's like I got in my head what I think he's going to say, and then he doesn't say it. I'm like, ah. But Baller, definitely. I mean, Real Talk, definitely. Baller was here and there. Real Talk was like, oh my God, the simplest things. All you got to do is find a word to rhyme with the simplest fucking things. Like he would say a word like, I don't know, like house, something like that. There's 8 million fucking things you can rhyme with that. You can't come up with anything. Even apartment, all types of shit. It's like, he's just bad. He's real bad at what he does. Real bad. Oh, he is. Only the best for BK. You better pull up and meet him at the UFC Performance Institute. Oh, yeah. How All Talk thought he was in with a chance was ridiculous. I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people have this false image of themselves. You know what I mean? Where they like with rap, for example. You know how many people I've met who call themselves rappers? And I mean, they're horrible. I mean, horrible, Real Talk horrible. But they take themselves real seriously. And you can't tell them they ain't good. Because in their mind, they've already made up their mind that they're dope lyricists. You know what I mean? That's like me, like when I skateboard. I'm not good by any stretch of the imagination. What do you mean? I'm not good at all. I'm not even willing to become good because you got to take so many risks. I'm too old for that shit. I skate, I mean, I'm a good skateboarder, but I mean, as far as all types of tricks and shit, not anymore. Not like when I was a kid. And I'm probably never going to learn many because I'm not willing to take the risk. But I don't go to the skate park acting like I'm fucking Tony Hawk. You know what I mean? Like DJing. I'm definitely a good DJ. I was a good DJ for a very long time, and I still could tear that motherfucker up behind me anytime I want. But I'm not fucking, I'm not DJ AM. I'm not, one of the best. I'm not, fucking Kid Capri. I'm not. No, of course not. But I know that about myself. You know what I mean? Like if I were to be in a situation where I was going to battle another DJ and he was just insanely technical and could do all types of crazy shit I can't do, I'd just be like, well, there's no point in me even, you know what I mean? I could do like 2% of what you just did. You know what I mean? I'm not going to embarrass myself. But real talk embarrasses himself because it's like, you can't rap, but you insist that you can. You're so sure of it. And you're trying to convince the rest of us of it. The best thing you could say is I suck. I'm terrible, but I'll give it a shot. You know, I'm terrible, but I'll try. Oh, okay. I got you, War. Well, I don't know. Listen, man. Chris Archilla. I'll say this, and Archilla might even be here, but I don't, you know me, I don't mince words. Archilla's around now. That's cool. He can hang around. Not a problem. But I want to make it clear that I'm fully aware of how many fucking times he stabbed me in the back. Not like we were friends, but even without that. You know what I mean? Archilla would he started out, I'm pretty sure over here, he talked, about it, in chats and shit about his addiction and, losing his leg and all that stuff. We all liked him, all felt for him. I think he even came on the show and talked about it, I think, on the Addiction Recovery show. And then it's like, he went from chat to chat trashing me, gun smokes, all types of people for a long time. Then he would come back around for a little bit, act friendly, and then be in somebody else's chat trashing me. And just recently he was in SoFlo's chat trashing me while SoFlo's talking about me and letting Pizza talk about my family and stuff. So I'm fully aware of that. I'm just the kind of guy that it's like, first of all, I feel for Chris. Secondly, I think he's just majorly misguided. I don't think he understands there's really one good side over here. And that side is pretty much my side. Okay. I just don't think, I don't know. I'm not such a bitch that I'll hold that against them, but I'm keeping my eye on Chris Archilla, of course. And if you're in the chat or you're listening, Chris, or you listen back on the replay, I'm not trying to diss you, but you got to admit, I can't even count how many times you fucked me over or you were trashing me in somebody's chat or doing something. And I never did anything to you. Never. So do I feel a little used when somebody does that and then comes back around? Yeah. But what am I going to do? Abuse Archilla? I'm not going to do that. So, but I don't see Archilla the way I see Chris Capello, too. You got to understand that. Chris has been with me from day one. He's an amazing fucking dude. I have so much respect and admiration for Chris, for, how he lives his personal life and everything else. I consider him a true friend, for Capello. So it's a little different. It's a lot different. So I don't know. But Archilla is welcome to hang out here. I don't care. But eventually, you keep just bouncing on me to go, hang out in chats where people are trashing my family and stuff. I'm probably just gonna have to say, okay, Archilla, I think we're done now. You know what I mean? I'm being extremely kind considering the past. And I'm not saying he's not a good guy. He might be a great guy. That's the impression I had of him in the beginning. But I don't know him like that. I know you don't like BK, but he posted a clip of Corky doing the Fight the Power song and said it was real talk at a talent show. Who's Corky? Who's that? You mean from Life Goes On, Corky? Who's that? Because that sounds like it could be funny. I just don't know who Corky is. Oh, BK has his moments. He's funny at times. I'll say that. You know what I mean? I don't take credit from anybody. And he's just a madman, and he's an asshole. He's a bad guy. BK is a truly bad person in my eyes. Who could disagree with me? This guy spent years defending N-fucking-B of all people, the devil, Satan herself. So, yes, Tony B, I agree. He gets very triggered when you tell him he got bitch slapped by Pillsbury Doughboy Colicone. Yeah, I know. But again, the reason I don't make fun of him because of that is, you're in an unwinnable situation. Okay, you got to understand. All these people who say, "Oh, you should have done this, you should have done that." Where were they when you were in that situation? Where are they going to be next time you're in that situation? They're just spectators who are speaking, their own bullshit opinions about what they think is manly or, they would do based on, their pride or say they would do, whatever. Meanwhile, if you haven't been in any one particular situation, you should never talk about anybody who has, So I will defend real talk on that. This is a guy who doesn't, well, I don't know if he claims to be a street guy or a tough guy. I don't know. Maybe he does. But I think it's fair to say he isn't a street guy, at least. I don't know if he's tough or not. I don't know. His main concern shouldn't be impressing anyone. His main concern should be his safety. I'm sorry, guys, but we're all grown-ups now. You know what I mean? It's just like I don't go to the fucking skate park and try to do a 900 to impress everybody because I'll fucking kill myself. I just want to be, I want to go home without broken bones and shit. You know what I mean? Now, he made a knucklehead move. He's a douchebag for ever going to meet the kid. Okay? But when he got punched in the face, I mean, what's he supposed to do? Yeah, all of us say because of our pride, shit, I would have fucked him up. Of course, none of us have been in that particular situation, so you don't know. I personally would have probably knocked MRE the fuck out. But I probably would have done it at my own peril also, because forget Damian Argenti, that fucking dog will tear you to pieces. There's no question about it. Now, I don't know if that went through his head. I don't know if he's the type of guy that if it wasn't for the dog, he would have hit him back. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in his head. But well, I don't know. What can I say? If you're going around talking about you'll fuck MRE up, you'll fuck him up, and you're constantly threatening them, and then he punches you in the face and you don't do anything, you kind of look like a fool. He never did that. You know what I mean? He never did that. So, you gotta at one point or another make a decision about whether or not your life is more valuable than your pride. Okay. And I know a lot of people be like, fuck that. I'll never let this. I would do this. I would do that. Yeah. But we don't know that you've ever done anything or that you ever would in the future. We just know that you keep saying that. You know what I mean? We just know that you keep saying that. You got to, at some point in life, decide, okay, am I going to put myself in life or death situations and take stupid chances? I don't know. Real talk's life. I don't know what he's got in his life. I know what I got in my life. And my life is amazing, especially considering, where I came from just 5.5 short years ago. Okay. My life, and to be quite honest, my life has always been pretty goddamn good. But I got a beautiful wife. I have stepkids who love me, who I love. I got my mom who I take care of, who knows how much time she has left. I have a daughter who I raised since the day she was fucking born and will always be my main priority. I have things. I have, I've built things, so to speak. I've built myself a life, and I've come a long fucking way. If I'm in a situation where, I either do what makes me look and appear tough, or what I consider tough, or I live, I'm to the age where I'm going to live. Okay. And I don't give a fuck who tries to say anything. You would too. Most of you guys, all we know is what you say. All of you. Not a single fucking person has fought on here except me. And you want to throw Johnny in? Sure, fine. You know what I mean? Those guys, sure. Nobody else. Nobody else. Everybody just tells you what they would do if something would happen. And there's just as much a chance as you doing nothing as there is of you doing what you said you were going to do. You know, everybody's so tough. If they were in my position, everybody would have got killed. Oh, I would have bashed everybody's head in. Oh, I'd have shot all these motherfuckers. Yeah. Sure you would have. Sure you would. No, you know what would have happened? If you were in my position, you would have gotten the shit kicked out of you because you can't take on 5 fucking guys. That's what would have happened. Okay? That's what would have happened. The only thing that you have is, you know, what you did in the beginning, I guess. You know? To be honest with you guys, the smart decision, or other than the fact that they could have possibly, you know, fucked with the people in this house, the smart decision probably would have been for me to drive the fuck off. And if nobody was in this house when those guys showed up, I don't know if I would have. Probably not, knowing me. But that's what I would suggest to anybody else. Anybody. If you roll up to your house and 5 guys or even 3 guys pull up on you, you are ass naked, meaning you have no real weapons on you. Okay, I had a fucking knife, but it didn't even, you know, occur to me. That's, believe it or not, how it happens a lot. Everybody knows, I'll stab a mother. When you're in a situation like that, you don't know if you'll even remember that you have a weapon on you. What was I saying? Yeah, you're fucking ambushed. You're coming home with groceries in the trunk. You're getting ready to run in your house and do whatever, and this happens. Pull it, just drive off. That's what would be the smart decision. Now, if you got people at your fucking house, like your family, I don't know what to say, because you should be willing to die for your family. So if it runs through your head, well, if I get out and fight, then whatever happens will happen to me, and then it'll be all over. But if I pull off, whatever might happen, you know, might happen to them, then you got no choice but to get out and let it happen to you, you know? But if you're alone and there's nobody else they can get to, don't try to be a hero. Drive off. Drive off and let everybody in the world laugh at you. Who gives a fuck what they say? Those people are not going to be there for you by your hospital bedside or when you're sitting in prison for life. You know? If you kill somebody, you might wind up in prison for life. If you get out of the car, you might wind up dead, or, you know, in a fucking wheelchair or whatever. You know, so I don't know. I don't know what to say. But, you know, even I told you during that thing, once my nose was broken and shit, back in the day, I probably would have fought to the fucking death. This ain't back in the day no more. I'm an older guy. You know what I mean? I got heart failure. I could have wound up dead that night very easily. Very easily. A whole bunch of things might have happened. My teeth came loose, 4 of them. And I just got told that this one loose tooth I had that's tightened up now, thank fucking God, I'd probably need an implant. It would be $4,000 fucking dollars for one implant. They kicked me in the fucking mouth. 4 teeth came loose. My nose got broken. Call me whatever you want. I made the decision. Okay, I'd rather just take a little beating from behind. You know what I'm saying. Don't get crazy. Let him hit me in the back of the fucking head, whatever. I'll be able to take that. I'm not going to end up fucking figured or dead. You know what I mean? Fuck that. So nobody can ever tell me I didn't make the right decisions. And I truly believe if it didn't happen the way it did, a couple of those animals would have done everything in their power to get into my house where my family is. And then who knows what would have happened. You know, if I wasn't prepared at that moment or something, or I wasn't home, if I didn't pull up and they decided, well, we're going to do something, or if I took off, who the fuck knows? You know what I mean? So I'm fine with how things went down because everybody else is okay. You know, it's all that really matters. But I'm only saying this to make the point that real talk, you know, I don't know if he's a tough guy or not. Maybe he's the kind of guy that wouldn't, even if it was MRE was alone, he might not have ever hit him back. I don't know. All I know is that I'm not going to judge a guy for not getting his balls ripped off by a fucking Doberman, or getting jumped by 2 guys, or possibly shot, because one of them has a gun or something like that. Who gives a fuck? He took a punch in the face. So what? And then he left. Yeah, everybody will judge him and make fun of him, but there's a lot of other shit to judge him and make fun of him for. If you were not in his shoes, I wouldn't make fun of him for that. This is my opinion. Yeah, you know what I meant. Beating from behind. You know what I meant. That's why I corrected myself. Relax, everybody. I told you that night. I said, fuck it. Let him just hit me in the back of the head. I can't take any more blows to the face. And if I square off with him and I fight everybody who's hitting me, then I'm going to keep getting hit in the fucking face. And I ain't giving you the satisfaction of making me look like you. Like a fucking jack-o'-lantern sitting here with half my fucking teeth and my nose on the other side of my fucking face. Nope. This face has done real well for me in life. It's gotten me a lot. You ain't fucking that up. Not if I can help it. Let me see. Real Talk said he was on a secret mission. No one really knows why he went. Well, I made fun of him for that. Remember, I mean, to act like you were going there with any intentions of fighting MRE. I was here for it. I remember everything that went down. He was on Angel's show, and he was trying to be buddies with MRE. And as soon as MRE started acting friendly with him, he was like a little bitch who just got, a date to the prom. It was so fucking gay. It was ridiculous. So he almost deserves to get punched in the face just for being that fucking stupid. But again, man, it's like I got this video somewhere of Quando Rondo talking about this shit. And he said something about something happening to him and him not doing something, and everybody saying, oh, he should have killed the motherfucker or done this or that. And he said, those same people that are saying now that I should have done this or that, 15 years from now, while I'm still in prison, will have all grown up and said, no, he should have never done that. And they'll be laughing at him for sitting in fucking prison. So they're either laughing at him because he didn't do anything, he didn't slide for anyone, or they're laughing at him because he did. It don't matter. It don't matter. And you know what? What was the other thing I heard somebody say? Dirk. I heard somebody freestyling the other day, and he said the same ones laughing at Dirk now were the ones saying slide for your man. Meaning, when King Von got killed, everybody was attacking Dirk. Slide for your man, meaning you got to get back at the people who killed your friend. Okay, you should have them killed. You should do this. You should do that. So what happened? Dirk tried to get one of them killed. The wrong guy got killed, and now he'll probably never be a free man again. At a huge, you probably say, I don't know, the peak, whatever, his career that well, but he was still world fucking famous, one of the biggest rappers in the world, worth tens of millions of fucking dollars, had the world by the balls, and now he's in fucking prison. And now he's a laughing stock for that. Before they were laughing at him because he wasn't doing anything to avenge Von's death. Now they're laughing at him because he did. So you can't win any way. So you have to get to a point where you don't give a fuck about people's opinion anymore. You have to. You have to. Like BK talk mad shit. First of all, and I will always stand by this, the amount of heart it takes in a situation like that to hop out of a car and start swinging. And nobody could ever take that from me. They'll try anyway. I don't give a fuck. Okay, but BK, bro, you went to confront somebody and look how it ended up. So all that tough guy talk, I don't want to hear shit from you. All those guys who were trying to clown me, yeah. A whole bunch of people who still did a whole lot of nothing. You know what I mean? And talking about what they would do, what they would have done. They were telling us forever what they would do if they ran into certain people. Yeah, and we see what happens when you run into them. We see what happens. You hug it out, you do whatever. So that's that. But just remember, the day you make life-changing decisions based on what other people might think about you, then you're just a sucker. And you're basically a simp. You're not even a fucking man. You know who you got to worry about? The people who love you, the people who rely on you to make a living and help support them and put food in their mouths and clothes on their back and shit like that. That's whose opinion matters. Everybody else, they're just a bunch of clowns who are just talking. You know, and 9 times out of 10, they would have done the same thing Real Talk did. Nothing. They would have stood there and took it, most of them. So, you know, that's the only reason I defend him, is because it's a stupid thing to pick on him for, because what were his options? Hit the guy back and, oh, I look like a man to everybody, but I'm missing a leg now thanks to this Doberman, or I got shot in the fucking face because this asshole Nazi had a gun. It was too much of a pussy to really fight, or his fat scumbag friend in the back was trying to prove something. You know? I don't know. And you know, you make life, everything should be about people you love and stuff. If somebody hurts you, depending on what it is, sometimes you might have to let it go for the good of your family. If somebody hurts your family, that's when you say, okay, I don't care if I die or go to prison for the rest of my life now. It's my job as a man to protect them. That's it. And guess what? If you do something stupid, like take a risk, a life-changing risk, like you could either get killed or go to prison for the rest of your life, it's your way of telling your family to go fuck themselves, because you just made a decision for them that your pride is more important than them, or your ego or whatever, and now they got to live without you. But hey, you impressed a whole lot of douchebags you barely know, or a bunch of people on the block or in the hood, but your family is fucked without you now. You know? So, I don't know. MobTube is filled with knuckleheads who talk a lot. That's what it's filled with. So, you know, prove you're a man by looking out for your fucking family. That's how you prove you're a man. Because guess what? What happens then if you're dead or in prison? What happens if somebody comes to hurt your family now? Now you're not even there to protect them. You left them on their own. So I don't, you know, all that pride bullshit, fuck out of here. You know what I mean? A knucklehead sitting on the screen talking about what I should have done after that. So I could be like you? No, thanks. Nah, I'll remain nice and free with all this nice stuff I have in this comfortable house with my beautiful wife and my mom and my stepkids, and I'll be a happy fucking man. That's all. You know, because my other option is do something crazy to satisfy my ego and pride and make you guys think highly of me. I don't even think highly of you. Why do I give a fuck about your opinion? You know what I mean? Like, the same guys who were one day saying, I hope he doesn't do anything stupid out of revenge, a week later were saying, oh, he's a pussy for not doing anything stupid out of revenge. You know, it's like, you don't ever worry about other people's opinion. They're all full of shit. And 9 times out of 10, they would never take the risks they're expecting you to take. Never. It's all a show to them, especially this shit. It's all a show to these people. There's a handful of people who actually care about me. They're in this chat. Everybody else, whether you love me or hate me, most likely, if something happens to me, it's going to be for your entertainment, and you ain't going to be there to help me with shit afterwards. You ain't going to be dropping money off for Shanna every year that I sit in prison because I just went and killed some knucklehead over a broken nose and a fat lip. You ain't going to fucking, be taking care of my bills while I'm laying in critical fucking condition. No. So, you got to grow up. There's too much of this horse shit, this fucking rap music and this mob mentality, this mafia shit and everything. When you start hearing real fucking killers from the hood and shit, even telling you that at some point you got to calm the fuck down, you should listen. Oh my God, JGB, that's disgusting. Oh, the Archilla thing? Yeah, I missed some comments. Let me see. His excuse is he didn't know about these people. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Bonnie, I mean, I don't know the guy like that. And I feel very bad for him in his situation, but I always have my eyes open, guys. Always. Believe me. Okay? Believe me. So, I knew for a long time people would text message me and email me about Chris and shit. And it's like, yeah, What am I going to do? Abuse the guy? Fuck him. Let him do whatever he wants. And if he wants to be over here, I have no problem with it. But like I said, it's going to be a breaking point where I'm still not going to abuse the guy. But if you just keep bouncing on me and going to where my enemies are, that, you know, help them trash me and everything, what do you expect me to do? Listen, you know how many messages I get about Chris Capello? Because he still goes in SoFlo's chat and all that shit. And you know, other people's. But Chris Capello is my friend. And Chris has always been a guy who goes to all the different chats. He's a very peaceful guy. He just wants to be entertained and have fun and shit like that. But he's always been a great friend to me. You know, he's always been very generous. He's helped support the channel. I mean, you know, he's a genuinely good person. I think of him as a good father, a hard worker, everything. I have a high opinion of Chris. So I'm not so quick to just get rid of Chris Capello because he hangs out in some of my enemies' chats. But I don't know Chris Archilla. You know what I mean? I don't know him like that. So like I said, and I'm not trying to, you know, even abuse him now or anything. I'm not. I'm just telling you how I think the differences between how I feel about, you know, those two guys and shit. But as far as I'm concerned, Chris is probably a good guy, Archilla. And he's welcome to hang out here, you know, but just please, if you're going to, you know, hang out with me and act like you're my friend, then please don't, you know, be bashing me in one of my enemies' chats from time to time. It's, you know, I'm not a sucker. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I got you, War. Yeah, War. Yeah, it went on for a long time. Listen, I have a soft spot for anybody who really suffered from addiction. I mean, the guy lost a leg and everything, you know, and I never want to keep anybody from the addiction recovery shows under any circumstances. So even when people are dicks, I try not to block them if that's their situation, you know, or anything like that. You got to remember, William Brooklyn, ask anybody in this chat, Kamara, or anybody who's new, how much bullshit I went through with that fucking guy. How many times he turned on me and stabbed me in the fucking back and trashed me and my family and everything else before I finally said, okay, I have to block it. You know why? Because he's an alcoholic and he would attend the addiction recovery shows. So it's like, you know, I put up with a little bit more. But it gets to the point where it's like, okay, you're just a bad person, regardless of your addiction. And yeah, you got to make a decision. Of all the people I hate on here, I like BK the most. That's fair. I understand that. I still like the Romano clip of him calling BK a Care Bear. You challenge people to fight, you meet up and become friends. Y'all hug it out. You're a fucking Care Bear. Yeah. Yep. But nobody says anything like, oh, you're a pussy. You called out SoFlo, and then when you met up with him, you didn't do nothing. Nobody has anything to say. Everybody's focused on me. I actually got out of a car when I was facing multiple dudes. I was totally unprepared and started throwing punches, and I'm the biggest pussy in the world, especially according to BK. But everybody else who says they'll do shit and never does anything, somehow they're still tough guys. Yeah. Shut up, FBS. You don't even have a futon, RV, or caddy. You fucking woke joke. Well, but I'm working up to that. Real talk. Oh, I read that one. Yeah, he's full of shit. No, he went there to be MRE's buddy, and MRE played him and punched him in the fucking face, you know? That's what you call rocking somebody to sleep. There's a lot of people on here who say that they're trying to do stuff like that, or that they have tried in the past and shit. Who knows? You know, but MRE played the guy and made him think they were buddies so he could punch him in the face. I mean, that's what he did. If anything, it's more embarrassing that he got suckered into going to meet him than it is that he didn't punch him back. Really. You don't play around Dobermans. My ex-husband had a couple. I've seen Dobermans fuck people up and fuck other dogs up and everything. They're not, and that lunatic, I don't know if you remember, there used to be videos. I mean, he would train the dog to attack on the word Schwarza and shit like that because he's racist, you know, black people. So funny him using a Yiddish word when he's a fucking Nazi, but you know, he trains that dog to be a killer. I guarantee. So it's like, you know, I've had pit bulls my whole life. Let me tell you, I knew what would happen if anybody laid a hand on me when one of my pits was with me. It would have been the end of them. You know, so it's like you can't just take that shit lightly. Like as if, oh, real talk, you didn't punch him back when he was standing there holding his gigantic Doberman? Pussy. What do you mean? The dog could have killed him like that. Or at least crippled him or fucking maimed him or fucking tore him to shreds, disfigured him, something. You don't play around with that shit. You fucking humans are a lot less fucking dangerous than those types of animals. Judging by Real Talk's face, I'm guessing he doesn't come out on top of many violent situations. He doesn't look like it. No. Real Talk kind of looks like Adriana Celentano. Oh, I don't know who that is. I was listening to the show where he was talking about the MRE thing. I still don't understand why they were meeting in the first place. Well, I mean, I kind of just explained it, but the best way to put it, and you know me, I don't remember every detail. He was over here. He would hang out with me and SoFlo, like in the chats, and he would come on the panels and talk shit about MRE. So, of course, he was liked because we hate that little Nazi rat kid diddling fuck bastard scumbag, you know? So we were cool with him. And then one night, it's like he's on Angel's show, and I think I was live, and people are coming in the chat saying he's on there, and he's like kissing MRE's ass. I go over to listen. He really was. And then he told MRE was like, yeah, you're from Providence, whatever. We should meet up, and like they were just gonna meet up and become friends. So Real Talk was like, okay. And then it was like the next night or the night after, he fucking drove to MRE where MRE was, and what happened. I got into a knife skirmish with Eyelight. LOL. Knife skirmish. A couple of Puerto Ricans. What's this, Tony B? What's that? BK would have fought, but no one would ever meet him at the gym on Arthur Kill Road next to the car wash. That's the problem. You got to meet him there. That's when shit goes down. I wouldn't care if it was a Pomeranian. 99% of people on this app wouldn't meet up with him. And if they did, they would have walked away after getting hit. Same with your situation, bro. Nobody is staying. Yeah, I mean, you mean in my situation, like they would have ran rather than got out and fought, right? I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean, listen, look how many of these guys we exposed. They have no criminal records. BK being one of them. Never spent a day in fucking jail. You have no violence, no nothing like that in your past. These people from the chats, most of them, we don't even know who they are, but we know they spend their lives on here trolling people. So you got to look at shit with people like that. Listen, if you're a motherfucker who's fucking people up, eventually you're getting charged. Then it probably won't take long. You probably have a couple of convictions, stuff like that. Violent people go to jail a lot. So when somebody's talking about how tough they are, and then you check out their record, and it's like, oh, you motherfucker never got a speeding fucking ticket. And then these people in the chats were terrified. And let me tell you something. Anybody who is terrified of letting you know their identity is a pussy, period. The end. That's all there is to it. Okay? That's it. There's no way around it. Well, if you're going to sit, if you're just hanging out and you just don't feel the need to give anybody your information, of course, that's fine. But if you are a fucking habitual shit talker, oh, I got to get going soon. A habitual shit talker, and you're just afraid to tell anybody who you are, then you're just a pussy. Don't talk shit if you're a pussy. But look at all these clown troll fucking idiots. They're terrified anybody will ever find out who they are, just like MRE was. Why is that? Because they're tough guys? No. It's because they're scared to fucking death that some of their shit talking will come back to bite them in the ass. That's all. No, probably not, Tony B. Probably not. Let me just get through some comments. I got to go. Not even 15 years, they'd be laughing at him. Second he was in cuffs fighting the murder. Oh, of course, without a doubt. Without a doubt. My good friend Jeef never backed down anybody. No, that's why I don't fuck with Jeef. Free Jeef. He's always been big, but he was still peaking. He just got a Grammy from a kid. A Grammy? A kid from the streets like that. Insanity. Now he's sitting down in a cell. Told him when it's lights out. Oh, you're talking about King, Lil Durk. He's always been big, but he was still peaking. He just got a Grammy for a kid from the streets like that. It's insanity. And now, yeah, he's done. He's finished. Live to fight another day. That's right, JGB. Yeah, of course, Melody King. I'm a cop caller, then sue. The street pride stuff never resonated with me. Defending yourself is one thing, but unless I have no choice, I'm not fighting you for what? I don't blame you, bro. You should be out there, out here today to preserve yourself for your loved ones, not crashing out doing something meaningless. But 100%, Jordan. I don't think MRE would have let the dog do anything to him. It appears he loves that dog, and the dog might have been in jeopardy of being put down if he let it. I don't know about that. You think MRE is going to take an ass whooping? I don't know. Why'd he bring the dog? You know what I mean? But you might be right. I don't know. People who do things for clown aren't genuine. They care about 5 seconds of attention. Yep. Before my granddad would love on business, he pointed to his rifle sitting in the corner of the living room and give me a stern look. Oh, shit. Jordan, Canada, ducks. Well, if Real Talk put hands on him, that's what a well-trained you can't fault the dog. You put hands on his owner. I don't know how that works law-wise, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if, he expected, well, who knows? The cops probably would have found out about it. People today talk tougher than ever, but have never been softer. Fantasists everywhere a mob tube. Well said. Bars. Yeah, I got to get going, guys. Muscle's coming on. Let me just see. Yeah, he's a truly good guy. I don't care what he does. I'm not mad at him. Oh, I know, Bonnie. I know. Oh, Tom C, what's up, bro? The good Republican donated to me earlier. He didn't talk shit about you at all today, though. He was just mad at me because I was talking about Republicans. Good to see you. I got to end the show, unfortunately. Soulflow's chat told me to go outside on a dry day and turn on his windshield wipers for about 2 hours. There you go. It's his whole show. What the fuck? I never heard that one before. All right, let me see. Let me get through here. All right, guys. Okay, I thought people were saying they met to fight and Real Talk wasn't prepared. No. No. MRE made them think they were going to be buddies. Real Talk went there with no plan on fighting. And then what happened is the night they met up, MRE was live on Angel's show. And he was talking to Real Talk. And he said, hold my phone to somebody or something. And then that's when he hit Real Talk. And then I think the camera went off after that. So that's what happened. I got to get going, guys. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you. I don't know if I'll come back on later. Probably not, since I'm on so late, but maybe. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. I love you all. And until next time, salute.